Hey guys, my name's Amelia, and tonight I'm going to be jonesing with
Man. And tonight we are jonesing on Clase Azul Tequila. All right, Amelia. First of all, let me thank you for stopping through Jones and Mann Studios.
No problem.
And I know you got a busy schedule, so taking some time out traveling the world and doing all you do. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on and let you kind of share some of that with us.
Okay.
To sip some fine tequila.
Yes.
We've already been sipping on a little bit, so we're doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good so far. Yeah.
All right. So this Clase Azul is one that you see probably, if you've ever seen a tequila shop that has premium tequilas, you probably have recognized this bottle by any means. Have you ever tried any of the Clase Azul?
I've tried the Reposado.
Okay.
I have a bottle at my house. I really like the Reposado's right there. I really like the bottle design because I think it's cool how they did the ceramic, and then they also have the bell on top, which you're supposed to ring every time someone drinks it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really neat. I think the bottle design's beautiful.
Yeah. I've had the Repo. I bought my first bottle for a birthday and cracked it open and tasted it. So maybe we'll even do a little second round here. But I've never been able to get my hand. Well, I've seen it, but it used to be that the Plata was $80, and that the Repo was like $100 plus. I actually got this bottle for I want to say about $60 from one of my online retailers. So shouts out. I'm not gonna say the name. I'll put it down below. That way I make sure I shout out the right one. And it's a well-known. They label themselves as the world's best tequila. It is, of course, 100% blue agave. I mean, I can't even think of a tequila brand that promotes them as being more premium than this.
Right.
They've got, when I went to Cabo, they have a spot in the airport. It's a high-end shop. They've got a huge, massive bottle. I mean, just all of this artwork around it. And there's a lot of hand detail. They say that this bottle is handmade and hand-painted, each one.
Yeah.
I don't know about the glass. They didn't really talk about the glass. And other than that, they don't really talk a lot about the company in general.
Right.
So I say, let's just do what we do, which is follow house rules and crack this baby open.
Ring the bell.
And ring the bell. So what we do here is we do a couple neat shots and just kind of talk about what we like, what we don't like. We'll do a couple shots on the rocks. And then from there, we hopefully can get you to share. It's always a cool little cork. Tipsy Tales, some of your social media, and make this down in the history books.
Yeah.
So let's pour us a shot.
Yeah, when I went to Cancun and I was at a resort, they had talked about the Clase Azul a lot, and they said that like some of the añejos were harder to find. They're really rare to find the bottles nowadays.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's that hard to find as much as it is as expensive.
Yeah.
I think the ultra premium was the añejo was $700 for the pint, and you got 3 candles with it. The ultra premium was $3,000, and that was in Cabo.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that
basically they had made it seem like in the past few years it was like a lot more rarer to get some of the older ones.
Right.
I'm not sure why, but also they were talking about how all of those bottles were handmade, hand painted, and like really unique. So
yeah. So let's see if this is all glass. So I think while this is beautiful, kind of like look through the top, it gives you like a little crystal feel.
Yeah.
While it is less adorned than some of the others. Let's see if the juice starts out really good.
Yeah.
So let's take a whiff. Kind of fruity.
It does seem kind of fruity. I've noticed that the Reposado has more of a vanilla kind of sweet taste to it, more than other Reposados that I have tried. But it does seem kind of lighter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you still get agave.
Definitely.
You can't hide from agave.
No.
But it's almost got a fruity kind of twinge to it.
Yeah, it seems really interesting though.
Does it make you ready to taste it?
I'm more than ready.
So around here we say, Clink them and drink
drink
them.
'em.
Oh, you got it already. High five.
Cheers.
All right,
sir.
let's do it. Oh, your thoughts? Because I think it's important. We kind of started this process by figuring out what's the best way to explore a spirit. And we decided that the best way was to start that spirit off neat, straight out the bottle, not chilled, because that is how it, in all intents and purposes, that's how it's intended to be.
Right.
Okay. Then, if you chill the spirit, we thought about just chilling them, but you got about 2 bottles and do one chill, one unchill, or putting it on the rocks.
Right.
And that gives you the chill flavor. Sometimes it adds a little water to it also, because quite often spirits will open up once a little water gets into the mixture.
Yeah.
So I felt like let's do a neat shot and let's do an on the rock shot and see what we have.
I definitely feel like the smell is way more agave forward.
Yeah,
More
you lose the
forward,
fruitness. Then you lose the fruit. Ooh, it's a little warm in the studio today. Must just be you.
Maybe.
All right. Let's play
Cheers,
them
sir.
and drink them.
Definitely changes the flavor a
Yeah.
bit. It's more agave forward, but I think it's still extremely smooth for a tequila, especially for a Plata tequila that's not been aged as long.
Yeah.
Because normally with a Plata, you're expecting a little more like harshness.
Yeah.
But I think it's extremely smooth.
Yeah. Okay, so what we do here is, after we've done our tastings, we kind of talk about what we like, what we don't like it. And we rate it on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being, push this thing off the table. Which is it's too pretty to push off the table. And 5 being, this is fantastic. This is the best in the category. I love it to death. And then we kind of talk about why. Okay. So, what would you rate Clase Azul? And if you find that you rate it differently, neat versus on the rocks, you can talk about that too.
I'd have to say I like it both ways. I think both ways bring out a different flavor character in the tequila.
Yes.
The neat brings out more of the fruity flavors, the vanilla flavors, the caramel flavors, because I've noticed that the Reposado has a really smooth vanilla flavor, kind of almost a buttery flavor. This one is not as vanilla-y, but I think it has definitely those certain fruit aspects to it and that caramel buttery kind of flavor to it that makes it smooth.
Right.
Even neat, it's pretty smooth. Then on the rocks, I feel like even smoother. It definitely brings out that more agave taste more than the flavor aspects of it being on the rocks. But I really like it both ways. I'd say out of a 5, I'd say like definitely a 4. It's one of my like smoother, because obviously tequila is around that same proof range.
Right. So and this is a 40 proof, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think all of tequila, like the regulations or the laws, it has to be.
It's supposed to start at least 40 and then under like something else. But most fall in 40. So this is definitely 40.
And there's definitely more that are harder to drink neat
than this.
And this is definitely a really smooth, easy, like sippable flavor, I think.
Yeah. On the rocks, this is pretty hard to beat.
I think so too. It's almost like you're drinking like water.
Almost like you're drinking water. And a lot of people, because the most popular tequila in the world is probably going to be Patron.
Yeah.
This blows Patron out of the water on so many different levels.
Because I think a lot of people, it's like almost a misconception just because Patron is a little more expensive that it's really good tequila.
Right.
But like there's so many greater tequilas out there than Patron, because like Patron's more Americanized than some of the other ones. Some of the other ones, like authentic Mexican tequila, is like way better than Patron, but people just haven't had like exposure to those kind of tequilas, I feel like.
Oh yeah. My preference, while I don't dislike it on neat, I do prefer it on the rocks. On the rocks is just, to me, it's just perfect. It is really good neat. And I'm going to say for a silver tequila, I think that this is my new favorite. So I'm going to definitely give it a 4.
Right.
The one thing that keeps me from giving it a 5 is the price. If this bottle costs $80, then this is definitely a special occasion tequila.
Yes, for sure.
Would you say it's worth $80? Now, let me give you one caveat. Take the bottle out of the equation. Just the tequila alone. If this was in a regular old square fat bottle, would this be worth it?
See, when I like look at tequilas, I think like as long as it's, because there's some tequilas out there that do like mix and it's not 100% blue agave.
Yeah, this is 100%.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's 100%. For me to pay $80, it's kind of almost like, I know there's a lot of tequilas out there that are similar tasting, maybe not as smooth, but because of the laws regarding tequila, and it has to be like 40% at least, not over a certain percentage. I feel like there's a lot of tequilas that have more of that agave taste in it that would be less expensive than this. So that like sometimes it's almost like the price is almost like existent. Like it's like there's tequilas that are like $20 a fifth that are just as good because it's the blue agave.
So because of the price, you would say that this has outpriced its price point. I mean, the taste doesn't match the price point.
Right.
The juice inside is not $80.
Yeah, because I feel like when you're tasting a tequila, you're going to get that blue agave flavor.
Right.
Because tequila has to be the blue agave. And there's definitely tequilas that are cheaper than this that may distill in the same format that just aren't as pricey,
At what I paid for it, I'm going to say, and I'll put that down below. I want to say maybe between $55 and $60. At that price, I would buy it again.
Right.
I definitely think it's a $50, $60 tequila.
Yes.
But I feel like it's a $60 tequila in a $20, $30 bottle.
Yeah.
So at that rate, $80 is a good deal if you think, okay, well the bottle's $30 and the tequila's worth $50, $60. You're like, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But after you have one bottle, I mean, you don't really need
yeah,
any more.
The bottle definitely like changes it because the bottle is definitely beautiful.
Yeah. So give me the juice. Give me the juice and keep the bottle.
At the same time, it's just like when you buy a tequila, you're expecting that certain flavor, and you can get that same flavor for cheaper than what this is.
Yeah. Now I will say that there's not too many tequilas out there that are as good as
this. Is extremely
it's
smooth
extremely good
and easy drinker. Almost like there's some tequilas that are harder to shoot.
Yeah.
This could be easier to shoot or even an easy, like, sippable drink,
Yeah. There's not many Plata or Blanco tequilas that are sippers.
Yeah. Because the Plata and the Blanco definitely have that more of an alcohol taste than the agave taste. Once they've been aged longer, they have more of the agave taste. This is more... Most of the Platas are more alcohol forward tastes, but this is, I think, a very nice, like, I've had the Reposado, and the Reposado is almost a little maybe too sweet for me.
I kind of feel like you don't remember.
I kind of remember. Maybe we should try it.
I remember.
Maybe the Reposado is calling our name.
And that's not an angel getting his wings.
But yeah, I feel like maybe... This one is a little too sweet for my palate. This one's almost a really great flavor. Like it has a smooth flavor. It's not too vanilla forward. It's still spirit forward.
Yeah. It smells good.
Because you don't get as much agave like flavor smell in this one.
Yeah. That's good though.
Still very good, but I feel like it has that more vanilla character.
It does. So while we're sipping here, so we'll agree. I say it's a 4. I say even at $80, if you've never tried it, you get a really good tequila and a nice bottle.
Right.
Now, whether this is your new tequila that you buy on the regular, if you got it like that, then I would rather spend $80 on this than $80 on Patron.
Same.
I would spend $80 on this over $70 for Patron.
Because I feel like Patron is so overrated.
Yeah.
It's just because so many people know it as that brand name.
Yeah.
But this is more authentic. This is more authentic Mexican, I feel like, than Patron is. I feel like Patron is so much more Americanized just because it's marketed so much more.
It is marketed
Yeah.
better. Yep. So, social media, anything that you want to share. I know you're really talented, so you can tell us if you want to. It's up to you. And then also, if you want to talk with us about or tell us your tipsy tale.
Okay. Well, my social media, my Instagram is Smeals, so it's SM, 4 E's, and LZ. And on there is linked my photography page. I do quite a bit of photography. I really like to do
And she's good.
that. I also work at a whiskey bar downtown Greensboro. It's mostly a bourbon bar, but we do have tequilas there. We do have mezcals there. It's a lot of bourbon, Scotch, Japanese whiskey, Irish whiskey. It's a lot of fun. Guys, come check it out if you'd like. It's downtown Greensboro, right in the heart of downtown. Again, that's called Dram and Draft. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. Check me out. My favorite spirit is tequila, mezcal. Definitely agave-based spirits is my favorite thing, but now that I work at a bourbon bar, gotta have to kind of delve into the different spirits for sure.
All right, cool. And I know my viewers want to hear a tipsy tale.
A tipsy tale.
The Joneses are jonesing for a tipsy tale.
Well, okay, so a few years ago, I went to Jamaica for 2 weeks. And Jamaica is obviously known for their overproof rum. So it's like a white rum. The
Ray and Nephew.
The Ray and Nephew is a big thing there. Also, there's another one by the same company called JB.
Oh, yeah.
I've had both of them. I think Ray and Nephew's a little higher in proof. It's like 67% alcohol. I think JB's maybe like 63 or 64% alcohol. Both are made primarily from sugar cane, so they have that really distinct flavor to them. Mm-hmm. But throughout that 2 weeks of being in Jamaica, that's really all I drink is like overproof rum with Coke, just like a rum and Coke, simple drink. You can't really shoot the rum because it's just so hot. Yeah, it's so very strong. But honestly, I had really good times on the overproof rum. Jamaica is one crazy country to experience, but there was definitely like one night where I had a bunch of rum and Cokes. There's like performances that are just wild, like to watch the people of Jamaica like dance. There's no way I could probably dance like that, but it's really awesome.
I thought we was about to get a demo.
A demo? No.
Okay. Maybe that's next time.
Maybe next time.
Maybe that's next time.
Yeah, honestly, the Jamaicans, like, I can't even touch the way that they dance. They're phenomenal, but the Jamaican rum is something to definitely try. The sugarcane rum, I would say we have, like, you can order it special order here in the States, but you can't get it in the liquor store.
Yeah,
I think it's something
because it's the overproof.
Right. Yeah.
But and that reminds me, I got a rum I want you to try when we wrap up.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Cool. So, this has been another episode of Jones and Mann. Be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you get all those notifications. And we're having fabulous special guests on. I appreciate you again, Amelia, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's been fun so far, right?
It's been really fun.
It's not over.
Gotta ring the bell.
Yeah, it's a little hard. You gotta ring it there. Be sure to subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Jones and Mann. And this has been another episode. Clink 'em and drink 'em. And we'll see you next time.